Hello guys, NautoAce here, and I want to give my thoughts on the latest Nintendo Switch Online NES slash SNES Flick game. So Nintendo revealed the latest batch that's going to come this month, and no surprise, oh my gosh, 3 for 3. They're offering some good games, especially in the West. And also some interesting game in Japan. There are sort of some minor differences, but I'm going to give my thoughts on the game that they announced. Let's start with what the games are going to come out, and surprisingly, on Friday, the 18th. So I'm surprised. I thought I'd have to wait next week when I saw the YouTube video, but no. Actually, it's going to be this Friday. So again, kudos to Nintendo. They're doing something very, very interesting. So with that, let's see what the games that's going to offer outside of Japan or in the US, or it could be also in Europe, who knows, but you know what I mean. So of course, closing in the Donkey Kong Country trilogy, and that is Donkey Kong Country 3 Dixie Kong Double Troubles. Yes, this is the third and the final chapter of the Donkey Kong Country. After that, it became Donkey Kong 64, and this one introduced Kiddy Kong, which is supposed to be a young toddler Kong, but again, it's a good game. I highly recommend it. It is actually fun. So the next one is, I never really played this, but I heard about it, and it's called the Ignition Factor, which is you play as a fireman. There you go. So you're playing a fireman game. So, and then Super Valis 4. So I heard about the game, never played it. So I'm gonna assume it's a action anime-ish, because you play as a pretty lady, judging by the pixel. I know I'm weird, but it looks good. I heard from people about this game. They said it's actually good. So finally, I get to try it out there. And then this was an interesting one, Tough Enough. And no, it's not related to WWE Tough Enough. Okay, poor joke there. But yeah, it's a game. It looks like a fighting game. And yeah, so the first ever fighting game for the Switch Online. I mean, it would be nice if Street Fighter Alpha 2 for the SNES, or heck, any Street Fighter game 2 for the SNES were in the Switch Online, and then you played it online. Imagine that. But whatever, at least Tough Enough. There you go, some sort of fighting game at least. That's going to be interesting there. And then when it comes to the NES, there's a game called Nightshade. Again, I heard about this long time ago. Again, it's one of those point-and-click games such as Shadowrun, Fallout, the classic one. I could be wrong, but anyway, yeah, Nightshade is a puzzle-type game, point-and-click. And the interesting part is, if you look at the thumbnail on YouTube, it said Ultra, and just like, oh my gosh, now I'm remembering the NES Day, the draconian rule from Yamauchi, which is technically is that a company cannot publish a lot of games. They can only limit to 4 or 5 games per year. So the workaround is have a second publisher team. So Ultra actually belongs to Konami. After a while, when Iwata took over, they changed that. But whatever, it was just like a side note there. So there you go for the outside of Japan games that's going to come out. And then in the Japanese side, the only change they did was they have Super Dodgeball from Techno. So if you know those River City Ransom game, there's a dodgeball game. So there's a Super Dodgeball game for the Super Nintendo or Super Famicom, and some weird party snow themed penguin game. I have no idea why, but that looks okay. So they kind of replace it with Super Valis 4 and Tough Enough. But again, it is what it is. Whatever the decision they do, hey, that's what it is. And on the Famicom side, they have ping pong. That's interesting, but ping pong, I don't know. I like ping pong, so I mean, why not? So there you go. I say for this batch, whether it's in Japan or in the US, I think it's good. It looks interesting. It's worth checking them out. So once again, I gotta give Nintendo credit. I gave them a thumbs up because they are giving games. They are giving more than 2. Unlike Sony with their Plus, it's like, what, 3 games? Kind of tight what they are, so whatever. But at least, classic game. Some are good. Again, it may be subjective, but hey, It is what it is. If you have the Switch Online, $20 a year. You can't really say anything bad about it. Like I said, most of the games, especially in the West, Donkey Kong Country 3, definitely a good one. Connection factor, like I said, a lot of people say something good about it. Super Valid 4, again, it's a action platformer sword game. Toughen Up, finally a fun game. Nightshade, well, you know, you're always gonna get one of that kind of weird game, but whatever. So with that, I'll see you guys later.